the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Minnesota Timberwolves at Target Center. Well, for Minnesota, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. After fighting so many battles to keep the Kings in Sacramento, they are set to open up a new arena for the start of next season. Shaq, you've been involved with the Kings. How big was this for the city?
Well, it firmly establishes the Kings in Sacramento for years to come. Sacramento. The design is great. It's going to be the first drop-top arena, indoor-outdoor arena. It's going to be fabulous. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be great. I mean, unfortunately, the house that Kenny built is going down. But it's a new state-of-the-art arena downtown, so I've actually seen the construction of it. I talked to Kevin Johnson, the mayor, about it. So this is going to be a great rejuvenation for Sacramento. Sacramento.
One of the more self-serving segments we've ever done. Thanks for tuning in.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. A contest in the West will see if the Timberwolves can please this home crowd. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now Sacramento starting five. McLemore is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Cousins in at the five.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Rondo against Rubio. The feed to Martin. Garnett, right side. Lets it go from the wing. That one rolling around and rims out.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Now here's Rondo. A 15-footer. That's good from Gay on the assist by Rondo. Gay's got the opening bucket of the night here for Sacramento. Minnesota with the ball. And Doris Burke spoke with George Karl. Doris?
He talked about how much respect he has for Kevin Garnett, saying he's just the ultimate competitor. He's unselfish, plays for his teammates, but we've got to really have our motor revving and play with a lot of intensity. We cannot let him outwork us. Kevin looked for a real physical game.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Rondo. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Cousins, no good. Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad.
Screen by Cousins from deep. Gay, and he gets the bucket. Gay's got 5 now.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Garnett, the screen. Wiggins outside. Outside, Martin. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
And Bellinelli kicks to Rondo. Pass to Bellinelli. He dishes it to McLemore. Clock at 6. Passes it to Rondo. From the arc. And another three for Sacramento.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And here's Garnett. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. Garnett dishes to Rubio. On the wing, Wiggins. This one for three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Rondo. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Bellinelli. Clock at 6. Rondo kicks to Cousins. Shoots over Towns. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Minnesota really had a rough year last season. A lot of people know that, obviously. A lot to do with their defense. They just, Greg, struggled in almost every defensive metric.
Yeah, and, you know, they struggled at times guarding the basketball, but ultimately I think the biggest issue for them was their inability to protect the rim. That's an area and a point of emphasis that has to improve for this young team.
Here's Wiggins following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Rondo with it. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Screen by Cousins. Here's Bellinelli. Count the bucket. Bellinelli's got his first points of the game.
You know, with the Timberwolves and their defense, it was the league's worst in opponent field goal percentage. Also dead last in field goal percentage, which takes threes into account for the value they add. So near the bottom of the league in block shots as well. Hard to win when you're struggling in those areas.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
Look on the floor for Minnesota.
Dancers, let me hear it.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Outside Collison. Dishes it to Casper. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterwards.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
Now here's Muhammad. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Pekovic. Kufis with the block. And the Kings pushing it up now. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Here's Jones. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Bielitsa passes to Jones. He kicks it to Muhammad. Shoots from 12. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Kings leading now by 4. A drive by Collison. Muhammad grabs the board.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
The pass to Levine. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses off the right iron. Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Collison against Jones. Collison, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And that does it for the first quarter. Kings lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Kings leading now by 4. Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
And it's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Sacramento, we've got Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Cauley Stein. And there's Collison, and it's Bellinelli in at the 2 guard. The free throw drops for Gay.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Now here is Martin. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, when you're bad or struggling in the West, things can go south in a hurry. I mean, the Wolves ended with the worst record in the league last year at 16-66, and a lot of those losses came in their conference.
Well, last season the Wolves did struggle in conference, as was expected. 7-45 against the rest of the Western Conference.
Listen, nothing harder in sports than learning how to win, and there's no doubt that Minnesota took a lot of lumps as a young team last season. 3 of those conference wins that you mentioned, though, did come against playoff teams. So there's that little silver lining of hope. And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And the shot is good. 8 points for Gay.
Rudy Gay is one of the few players in this league that can make a shot like that.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. Tries again. Pass to Towns. Sacramento grabs the miss. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Now here is Martin. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. On the wing, Wiggins. It's Martin on the wing. Bellinelli is covering, and that one's good. Wiggins.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Collison kicks to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. Gay outside. Now the dish to Cousins. Releases from 15. Cousins missing again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Martin attacking. Here's Dang, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
You look at him physically, and Rudy Gay is the complete package at the small forward spot. Nothing holding him back.
You know, Kevin, he comes in at 6'8", has that solid frame, unbelievable athletic ability with the speed to go with that for a player of his height. He is a true talent.
And with Rudy Gay, the physical part of the game has never been a problem with him. As great a physical player as any other small forward in the league, his one drawback is he can get in his own head at times and not play to his strengths.
In for Minnesota. Then for the Kings, Ben McLemore. He's checked in for Cauley Stein. Curry comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Here's Rubio. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Kicks it to Wiggins. Outside, Martin. Feeds it to Towns, and stolen by Gay. And here we go, McLemore heading to the hoop.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Martin, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And no doubt a lot of players can get in their own head like Gay does at times. He does so much on the floor. It is odd when he vanishes for stretches of the game. On pure talent, he has few peers in the league.
Some changes for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Muhammad comes in for Wiggins, and Jones subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Sacramento, Kufis checked in for Cousins, and it's Caspian for Rudy Gay. And both free throws good for Martin. Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team, and you know him. That's one of his specialties.
Yeah, Flip, Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. And really, it's mostly just about getting guys used to a system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Timberwolves trail by 5. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Sacramento didn't have a free-flowing offense, and they wanted to get up and down, and it showed in their play transitioning from stagnant to free-flowing.
For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Sacramento, a team that is likely to put it on the floor to attack. We saw that last year. Have no problem creating with player movement versus ball movement, which is something which is a nice way to kind of begin the transition.
It is, and Kevin, they were dead last in the league in terms of catch-and-shoot field goal attempts. Also near the bottom in catch-and-shoot field goal percentage. So they might have been justified in that.
It's been a solid outing for Martin. He has 8 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
And it's Kufis missing.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
1:27 left to play in the first half. There's the pick. Curry attacking. The feed to Casper. Out left to the wing. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Martin against Rondo. Lets it fly from 18. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Jones against Rondo. Fires from deep. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by Jones. 11 points for Kevin Martin.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Okay. Getting a little physical. I like that. I like that reference.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Rondo on top, defended by Jones. And it's Rondo penetrating. Shot is off. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. But Timberwolves on top, up 2. And we'll be back with you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They came out in the second quarter with a renewed focus, playing well enough to take a 2-point lead here at the half. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
The Kings trailing. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders. There's a screen. Rondo dishes to McLemore. Here's Cousins. Right through the D for the layup. Cousins has got the game tied up here for Sacramento.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Last season for the Timberwolves, it was a struggle most of the season. Young teams tend to do that, but they didn't have, unfortunately, Greg, much luck at home.
You know, they basically limped their way to a league-worst 9-32 record at home. Part of taking your lumps as a young team. Let's see how they respond this season.
Here's Rubio. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Back to Rubio. Garnett, the screen. Rubio, the pass to Garnett. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. 13 points for Kevin Martin.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Gay outside. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be. You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds and go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
Minnesota making some changes. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Garnett. And Levine subbed in for Martin. Then for the Kings, Caron Butler is checked in for McLemore. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Pass to Wiggins.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Take a look at what Wiggins has done. He has 8 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Butler kicks to Gay, poked loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Here's Levine. He dishes it to Jang. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 10 points. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Collison dishes to Bellinelli. Passes it to Butler. He feeds it to Collison. There's a good screen. Shot's good by Butler. And the Kings lead by 1.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Bielitsa passes to Wiggins. Banked in off the glass. Wiggins has got 5 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Collison kicks to Butler. Gay right side. No good from 11 feet. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Rubio misses. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Outside Collison. No good off the back of the rim. Minnesota in the lead. Rubio outside. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Jang a screen. The drive by Rubio. And Dang gets it to go. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category and dead last in blocks as well.
And you said it. I mean, the Kings had a tough time on defense. They also gave up the most fast break points in the league. I mean, they had a tough time getting back and defending in transition.
has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here's Gay. 12 points for him. Here's Cauley Stein. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And here's Jones. Dishes it to Begovic. It's deflected. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Garnett comes in for Jang, and Martin subbed in for Bielitsa. Kufis checked in for the Kings. Rondo comes in for Darren Collison. .59 seconds left to play in the third. Martin with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And here's Rondo following Kevin Martin's three. Rondo dishes to Kufis. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Garnett grabs the board. Timberwolves leading by 4. 23 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Muhammad, and it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Martin the pass to Jones. Back to Martin. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. Now McLemore at the top of the key. Rondo. And again it's Sacramento converting.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Timberwolves lead by 2. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So it's Minnesota now. The lead is 2. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Rajon Rondo. Ben McLemore is out there with Costa Kufis. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Bellinelli in at the shooting guard position. The Kings shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Rondo kicks to Bellinelli. The pass to Cousins. To the right side. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Bellinelli.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Begovic with a screen. Martin kicks to Wiggins. Misses the 3. Sacramento's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Pass to Bellinelli. They get it back. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Garnett's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Kings. Collison comes in for Rajon Rondo.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. But it wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Now here's Wiggins, and stolen by Gay. Collison with it. He kicks to McLemore. Screen by Cousins. Collison dishes to Bellinelli. Kicks it to Gay. And it's denied. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Wiggins, and he gets it to go. Wiggins has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Another miss by Gay. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. It's Martin on the wing. There's the three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Bellinelli kicks to Collison. Now here's McLemore outside. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Ruby. Lets the three fly. And there's Martin. That's good on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
Now here's Collison. The dish to Cousins. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
outside Martin. Uncovered and dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Cousins with a screen on Martin, and Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Wiggins outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that. Excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Now here's Collison. Here's Cousins. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's 11 points here for Cousins.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
Here is Rubio. Feeds to Martin. It's taken away by Collison. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Collison with the ball.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
And McLemore drops them both.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
It's stolen by McLemore. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. 11 feet away. The rebound by Garnett. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Wiggins, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Collison with it. Now defended by Wiggins to take the lead. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Collison. And it's 13 points here for Cousins. Timberwolves trail. Gay comes over with a double team. And there's the feed to Wiggins. And it's good off the back rim and in. Wiggins has got 8 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
Rubio against Collison. Sacramento moving it around. There's a good screen. Here's Gay, and it's blocked. But he stays with it. Up top, McLemore. 5 to shoot. Money!
When Rudy Gay is on like he is now, there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
The Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And Rubio kicks to Martin. And Cousins comes over to help. And there's the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Collison with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Towns. Wiggins drives in. Rubio at the elbow. Pass to Martin. Back to Rubio. Towns sets the pick for Rubio. Clock is at 3. The leaner can't cash in.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
All right, target setter, coming out of the court now, your Timberwolves dancers. Come on, give it up.
Rondo drives in. Gets the game winner to fall.
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. What a remarkable way to close it out. Game time.
And so it's Sacramento who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you smile, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Rudy Gay. What'd you think, Shaq?
As slashers go, Ernie, Rudy Gay is up there with the very best. He's got freakish physical ability. You talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Rudy can soar like a ha-ha.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.